What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, people? I'm back at it again with another one. You already know what it is. It's your boys, you guys, your man. This is your host, Dub J. Episode 186. I gotta say episode now since I got the mic. 186, man. I'm sorry, I'm eating this apple. I got this apple, my slice of ginger root, slice of turmeric, some blueberries, and a rice cake. But anyway, um, don't own the rights to the music in the background if you can hear it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm doing what I do. We are dispoing as we usually do in the first part of the day, whether we have something on the contract or not. We're talking to buyers. We're getting comfortable with having those conversations with buyers. We're trying to figure out a cadence, a steady flow to figure out the needs of buyers, the temperature of buyers, the tone of buyers, the activity of buyers, the ways of buyers, right? Um, all those things. So this is still on the books here. We want to see about closing on this one. We have sent this to a few folks, um, and what I come to find out is, you get back in contact with the guys that were interested, right? And then they either tell you, nah, it was too much, or it's in a bad area, or it's this or that and the third, right? Then they don't they end up not wanting it, or they'd say, oh, you know what, man, I never got a chance to look at it. Or the link wouldn't I couldn't get access to the link, or I just didn't have the time to get to it yet. I'll let you know in X amount of time. So it's just like dealing with sellers, right? Where it's like, okay, the timing is a little off. you know you still want to position yourself and be in front of them and follow up, and just don't waver on the first contact. Um, I wish that's how the world worked, where you just hit somebody at one time and then boom, it's a one call close 100% of the time. But that's just not reality. And I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, like 3 to 5% of the marketplace is ready to do something like right now. And that can be in life, period. Sales, um, going to work out, uh, getting ready to fix a meal, doing homework. I mean, it could probably just range to a breadth of different activities and behavior patterns, but it's just like 3 to 5% of the marketplace in whatever industry you choose, or whatever setting we're discussing here, is ready to take action then and there. Um, so, which boils down to a small percentage. So, anyway, I say all that to say, uh, keep going, man. Keep trying. Um, you know, just keep going. So, I'm gonna get back on my masters of dispo list. We got a few more folks to hit up. Actually, no, I think we hit all the we hit all the people up on the land side of the Kissington deal, but um, there are agents we can hit up too that I haven't hit up. So what I'm going to do is go on Redfin, right? I'm going to go on Redfin here because for some reason, Redfin might show something different in terms of like the buyers and all that stuff. So what I would do is go on Redfin and wow, see that property is worth 914. That's the property next door. It could be anywhere from 914 to a million. That's what I'm saying. If you can build if you buy the property for two something, build for um four ish or five, you'd be in it at like 6, 7-ish, sell it for $1 million. Do the math. So I need to try to convey that to a buyer because that's just quick math, what I'm looking at. But let me see. So let me share this with you guys. So a couple ways to go about it too, right? So I'm here in the area, right, of the land that I have locked up. We're trying to sell. And what I want to do is a couple things. I can one filter this by land, right? I could just say, hey, I want to see who's bought land in the last year or so. I've already seen like my competition. Wait a minute. I see 20 acres. 20 acres on deck for 500K. That must have just got introduced to the scene. And this here, oh no, 146 days. What the entire? Wow. Wow. Oh, I remember seeing this. It's wetlands and all type of stuff going on with this. Never mind. Okay. So anyway, back to the program. So what I was looking at was like yeah, land, right? So we could see what was sold. So if you go on here and see, click on sold. Where's it at? Boom. Sold in the last. We'll go last year. Okay. And then try to widen it out here. All right, cool. This little pocket, all of this going on right here. Okay. What I would do is, I mean, heck, I could technically, I could get my extension here, my handy dandy extension, to crawl the page and export all of these results to Excel, and it's just going to allow me to click on each link to see. It's going to just be in a neat format. I can click on every link, and then it takes me to the to the page of where it's sold, and then I'll like click on this, for example, right? So this sold for 225, right? And this is 2.31 acres. Okay. I have 5.5 acres asking 255. You feel me? So it's like, okay, this could be, you know, a good candidate. So what do I do is go here, brought by Jamie Kramer, right? So this was bought with Jamie Kramer, right? So this is the agent that I would right click, highlight, and right click in Google and track them down. It takes me here, Jamie Kramer Real Estate, right? So at this point, I'm just trying to find a phone number. So go on, click on this page. Boom, associate broker, serving Southeastern Michigan. Number right here, bam. So I'm doing this real time. I'm about to just go ahead and call them and say, hey, you're gonna hear it. I'm not even about to rehearse it. I'm just calling them right now. Okay.
Hi, you have reached Jamie Kramer Real Estate. If you are looking to purchase or sell a home, you have come to the right place. Please leave a message for Jamie or Diana Kelly, and we will connect with you as soon as possible. Thank you for calling, and have a great day. At the tone, please record your message.
There we go.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Jamie, hey, how you doing? This is Winston giving you a call. I have an off-market piece of land. It's a 5.5 acre parcel. out there in Brighton, kind of like the Brighton Milford area, on Kissington and Buno Road to be exact. It's a corner parcel, and it's about maybe about 10 minutes away from Kissington Park and I-96 there. Just seeing if you had any buyers that could be potentially interested. I looked you up here and saw that you had a transaction for some land, 2.3 acres in Milford, not too far away, for 225. So I thought this could, hopefully be a good deal and see if we can make something happen here. I'm just simply an investor, not an agent, just looking to help the seller, look for a buyer here. So I'm looking to assign this deal to a buyer. So give me a shout, 313-58. Boom, bada boom, bada bing. All right. So, and then, not only that, but I'll follow up with a text. Pretty much saying, hey, what's going on, Jamie? This is Winston. Just left you a voicemail. Yada, 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 yada. Call me back. And that's it. Move on to the next. And then document it in the master sheet. And that's how I do my agent uh, outreach on the buyer side. Okay, guys. So next, I'm going to, and that was just an example. So now I'm going to formulate it into an actual like list. I'm going to break this down here. So there's 94 results. That's plenty. I'll work with that. And I had to break it down from 134 results, and those are basically everything under 100K. So I want 100K or more for the price points, and then let me see, where's my extension here? Let me go to my extension, my instant data scraper. Go ahead and get this crawler. So what you do, I don't know if you guys can see this, sharing the tab of my crawler. So this is what the extension looks like. So that quick, it just pulled an instant 41 results, and I got what, 94. So we got to probably just crawl it one more time. I haven't used this in a while. I think I'm hit next. Let it do its thing. Let me see. Hold on. Man, it's been a while. Okay, let me see. Let me do a max delay of 60 seconds and then click next. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do this. I need to go down here. I got to scroll and click page 2. Oh, I could just hit download all. My bad, y'all. Look at this. I ain't got to do all of that. Look, download all. Right at the bottom. Sometimes they don't have that though. So I got the data scraper as a backup. See, look, even as I'm hitting download all, I don't think it's downloading anything. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason it's not doing it. Maybe because that extension is tied in there. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Start crawling. Okay. I got 80 rows collected. Okay. Page 3. And then I hit start crawling. Rows from last page. Rows collected 80. Okay, so at least I have this for now. So I'll export this. Let me see. Locate next button. Like I said, it's been a while since I did this, but hopefully y'all will get the point on how to use it. Some of y'all might know how to use it better than I do, but 80 results is cool too. So I'm gonna go ahead and click download. So I just hit download on that. Oh, okay, the Redfin one popped up too, I think, or no. Okay, so anyway. So back to here. And let me click out of that. Let me see. Stop sharing. Share this tab. Sorry, y'all. Get up out of there. I'm just trying to download this, but okay. So going back to, let me hit refresh. Going back to what I was saying, part 2 of how to, there you go. Okay, finally. So I got the Redfin results. Okay, part 2 of all this, right, is to take this same area, right, and go to filters. I'm gonna just reset. Okay, reset. Now this time I'm gonna hit houses, and I'm going to do everything new construction. Really, I'm gonna just say anything that was built in the last few years, right? And then I'm going to go to, well, let's take a quick gander and see what we're looking at, right? 875, 900, 976, 900, 550. So the property I have is like over here. And let me see. Yeah, interesting. So, okay. I mean, who's to say these lots are on 5.5 acres too, right? So, but anyway, this is what I'll do. So, bring the filters back up. That's 60 homes, by the way. That's active. Um, so I unclick active and I click pending under contract. Ooh, I like it. We got 74. So we got more pending than we do active. That's always a great sign. Let's see what we got sold, because that's another indicator. Let's see what we got sold. Okay, we got 35 homes sold, and this is in the last 3 months. Okay, in the last month, only 14. So they're selling, they're just not selling at a fast pace, like, So it's not as healthy as a market as I would like, but it's still some activity. It's not bad. It's something to work with. So with that being said, let me see. I'm going to go back to pending, right? Let me see, for sale. We want pendings. Now, here's what's cool. So to understand, the reason why you want to click on pending, right? For all of these new construction homes, right, that are pending, which means they are about to sell. This is great. These people, these investors, these builders are excited to exit from this project and will more likely need to transition that money into a new project that they're about to receive. So they need to 1031, or they need to, invest they keep some of the proceeds, and then they um, allocate some of the another amount of the proceeds to a new project. So these are the most motivated builders right now in the market. The people who are just about to sell off. Okay. So I'm going to extract this list and do the same thing and just say, hey, so you guys, give all these realtors a call. Hey, you guys are doing a great job. Looks like you did a bang up job on this new construction house home. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, I have a 5.5 acre parcel, corner parcel in Brighton, Milford area. It's 10 minutes away from Kensington Park, and yada 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 yada. You want the details? Great. We're looking for a buyer. Great. Let's get it. So, this is another way to, to get a buyer, man. So, and all of these houses right here that I'm looking at that sold for like 600K and all that stuff, again, I can almost guarantee all of these properties are on single lots. Like they're on less than a third of an acre for the most part. Okay, which is which is pretty cool, because that, okay, I can bring you a 5 acre parcel. Now you probably, from what I'm hearing at least, I don't think you can subdivide it. You can't split it up, right? So you have to build one home on it, from what I can tell. but that's okay. Um, there's still a play there. So let me see. If someone were to build a home on a 5 acre lot, I can go here in lot size and do like a minimum of an acre. So it's 5 homes that are pending with an acre or more, right? So, oh, look at this one, 1.15. They're on 2.9 acres, right? So you can even click on that, right, and come in and say, hey, it could be a it could be a possibility to see what these guys purchased that lot for. And this is just again 2.97, about 3 acres. So I come in, okay, I can't see it. They purchased it off market, they did their thing, whatever, or they just started brand new. So anyway, um that's pretty damn that's good though. Cause I would think that this person purchased that lot for probably in the twos to the for sure in the twos. Hell, it could be up in the threes because that's 33% of the ARV. But I would my guess would be probably in the twos. They probably buying at 15 cents on the dollar. So if they put it out there for 1.15, they probably want 1.1. And then if you did 1.1 times 0.15, that'll make it 165. So maybe they did I would say 15 to 20 cents on a dollar. If you do the 20 cents on a dollar, then they probably bought it for like 210. So anyway, but yeah, this is just an idea to like look for buyers when you're trying to dispo a deal, especially land. Um, and this kind of like fell in my lap. I wasn't like trying to look for this. It just kind of like this guy owned a bunch of property and he happened to own this piece of land in this area. I have no clue about this area, but I'm learning a lot about this area by doing these things. So anyway, that's what I would do. Now I am going to get the filters back to maybe like 0.25 acres. Let's see. There we go. Or just no minimum. Damn. Oh, let's see. You got the coming soon. No, I don't want the coming soon. Damn, that is a lot of property, bro. Let me see. Yeah, so okay. I mean, this is another list. This is a whole nother separate list. Oops, I didn't mean to go out that far. I thought it said 100 and something homes. It says 83 again, but whatever. I'll take that. So I'll scroll down. Sorry, y'all not even looking. I'll scroll down and hit download all. Boom. All right. So next, what I would do is just bang out this list. I would hit 10 a day minimum, or 10 an hour, whatever your cadence want to be. Because for me, I gotta just hit so many a day because I got so much other stuff. I got other leads to follow up on, other deals to check up on, stuff. Okay. So I can't sit here the whole day and try to do this. For you, it could be different. Uh, but, just pick a cadence and stick to it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to bang out 10 of these a day. I already hit one. I probably do 10 um, actual land buyers and then 10 of the sellers or 10 of the builders that are pending, and then hell, I didn't even. And then another thing, again, I didn't do the solds. So keep the same filter, but go to sold. Boom. Look at that, 40 homes sold, and this is in the last 3 months. New construction, man. Let me make sure I got the 2022. Yep. And if I want it, I can go an acre and up. Damn. There's only 2? That's crazy. That can't be. Well, in the last 3 months, maybe. Let's see. In the last year, I got 12. 850, 70K. That's a mistake. 770, 2 units. Yeah, so I can come here and do that, but I'm not going to limit it to an acre. Maybe I'll do, okay, I could do a half an acre. That's 52 results. Or I could just do no minimum. Who cares? Because you don't want to think for the builder. The builder that's built on a 10,000 square foot lot may have such vision on a 5 acre lot. And I don't want to rule him out, Let them tell me. So anyway, I got 187 results. I'm gonna scroll down here. I got to be careful though, because I think I I'm gonna do it's 2025, so I probably do a closer range. May do 2024. There we go. There we go. So now this makes me feel better because they just built and just finished, and it's 130 homes. How did I get more results, man? That's so weird. Or did no? I had 184 in the last one. So yeah, these just sold, and yeah, that makes me feel better. So then I'll go ahead and download these, export these out. So I got 3 separate lists of potential buyers. You can't tell me like if I spend the time to hit every last one of these guys, man, or I wish I had like all their phone numbers, man. I would blast them. I would text blast them all, but I just, there's not really a way to, you have to click. It's tedious, man. You got to unfortunately click every file and click on the link and, all this and that in order to pull their phone numbers. So that's why I'm like, yo, 5, 10 at a time, like, cause I don't have time to just be going through all of these all day, you know. Because there's going to be a lot of no's within all this too. Like, there's going to be a bunch of people telling me no. It's just the reality of it. So just expect it. If you expect it, if you expect no and disappointment, that becomes your strength, and it allows you to keep going. It allows you to tool up and still, you know, have skin tough as leather and persevere and just, you never know. Like, I'm telling you, it just happens. And then you stumble upon an opportunity that one yes that turns into a deal. Let me see. All right, so Redfin. So I'm gonna have to rename all of these. I think this is the so I'm gonna rename this as the Solds. Let me see. New construction Solds. This is the new constructions pending. And then this is the land sold. All right, cool. So now it'd be dope if I see something different here where they give me the phone number. I love that, but I don't think they about that life. And then guess what? That you know what's crazy? That's just Redfin. Now sometimes it's different when you look it up on Zillow and Realtor.com. Like for some reason they be having their own exclusive listings. So every just because I pulled up Redfin doesn't don't mean that is also on Zillow and the others. It's just like that sometimes. I don't ask me, ask them. But anyway, so this is all public data, so it's cool to share. I can come in here. This is what it looks like. This is my file here. What I would do is make 3 tabs of the results. So I'm going to come in here and do the same thing. We're going to import the new construction pending. We're going to say create replace sheets. Replace current sheet. There it is. Boom. So and then I call that sheet new construction pending. And then freeze the first row. Make it nice and neat. And then go to the last sheet and do the same thing. Land solds. Now this is in addition, guys, to this is in addition to like after you go through all of your other buyers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like there's still the Facebook Marketplace, but you know, I don't use that's not my first line of defense. I wouldn't. That's kind of like let that just rotate in the background or let that be kind of last resort. And then you got Investor Lift and you know Investor Base and all that stuff. That's Investor Base is my first line of defense, and I've been using that since last year. Um, Shout out to him, man. Daniel, he over there doing his thing. I know he cooking now because we had a call with them last year about this, man, and just they've done an awesome job. Um, so let me see here. So this is the land solds tab in the last year or whatever. So all in all, this is the 0 Kensington Road MLS buyer agents. Boom. So you got all of that. Okay. And then again, what it looks like is, you know, you come over here, you scroll to the link. What I do is I make actually I could just make these columns right here to the left of it. I'll put contact, which is like or agent name, and then phone number, and then I do email sometime. Yeah, email, and then notes. So I'll click on the link. Now, sometimes some of these guys are you'll see that they're also duplicates. A bunch of them are duplicates. You'll see the same, you know, duplicate listings and all that stuff. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. This is the new construction solds. Okay. So the new construction sold mean I have to look at the listing agent, not the buyer agent. I want y'all to take note on this, guys. Because I know I did the buyer agent on the last one. You got to know how to play. You just got to understand when to hit up the listing agent versus the buyer agent. You hit up the listing agent for new construction homes that are either pending or sold. That's the only time you hit up the listing agent because that listing agent is working with that builder, right? And they got the inside. They might even be the builder, so they got the inside scoop on everything with that builder. They're gonna know sometimes right up front, like, yeah, he's not looking for this. He wants this and this and that. And then he'll tell you what they're looking for. Or, hey, yeah, this looks like something up our alley. We'll be, send it over. We'll take a look. And then they'll give you feedback from there, whatever. But from here, yeah, this is right here. I'm going over here and I'm pulling up the listing agent on this property and listed by who was that? Pamela Riley. Excuse me, bumping the microphone. Pamela Riley, right? So I just highlight her, right click her, and search. And then when I'm also doing that, I'm popping her in the I'm popping her in here too. Whoops. Why didn't that work? Hold on. She's with Robertson Brothers Company. So I'll just right click that and put all of that in the agent name. Boom. And then I'm gonna go over here and look for her phone number. Pamela Riley. Let's see where you got to kind of look for where it's going to be easiest to find the number. For some reason, it's sometimes it is kind of hard to find their phone numbers. They make it hard. I don't know because it's probably they get a lot of spam calls, whatever the hell. But sometimes it's kind of hard. You got to just kind of keep poking around, and that is another reason why I don't want to do this all day. You got to do a certain amount per day. So there it is. I found their phone number. Boom. This is public information, YouTube. Okay. Just want to let y'all know this is public. You can go on, anybody can go on the website and look for this. This is a business. So don't shut me down. But anyway, yeah. And then Pamela Riley. So I'll give her a call and do the same spiel that I just did for Jamie on that last call. You've got mail. Oh, and I got mail. Okay. So 2666. Joe Mitchell. Who was that? Oh, that's my guy. Okay, never mind. It's funny because I be typing in phone numbers and people's name be popping up. I'm like, who is this? Who is this? All right, so Pamela Riley.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail box for Pam Riley. I'm sorry I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a great day.
Hey Pam, how you doing? My name is Winston. I'm an investor. I'm not an agent, but I'm looking for a buyer for this 5.5 acre parcel of land that we have. We're helping a seller look for a buyer right now. We're just trying to assign the property to a buyer and seeing if you have any contacts, any builders that could be interested, so we can connect the dots here, all make money and make something happen here. So you can give me a shout on my cell. It's 313 details. It's in Brighton. It's a 5.5 acre parcel, about 10 minutes from Kensington Park. And we're asking 255 on it. So give me a shout. Thanks. Have a good day. All right. And then again, and some, the messages, the shorter the better. Honestly, guys, I said and left way too much because you kind of want to dangle the carrot a little bit and be a little, you know, have them kind of curious, and don't want to say too much. But I'm not. This is not scripted either, man. I'm just like, yo, whatever, man. Just hit me up if y'all interested, and we'll keep it moving. Because you have to leave messages and multiple touches, and then they'll hit you up. So that was my second one. So I got 8 more, and then I'm moving on.